A beautiful Saturday evening in Henderson, Nevada, and just 8 miles away from the heart in Las Vegas. It's the Jack Jones Classic and a matchup between the UNLV Runnin Rebels and the Tennessee State Tigers. Welcome inside the Lee's Family Forum, and happy holidays from all of us here at Rebel Sports Net. Here courtside, Wyatt, Touchet, and Donovan Hicks here on the call. Donovan, an exciting but a fruitful return from Emmanuel Stephan, the first signee from the transfer portal for under head coach Josh Pastner. He absolutely lit it up in that 75-74 win on the road against Stanford. A double-double, 18 points and 10 rebounds, and an absolute impressive display here.
Yeah, Wyatt, it looked as if the Rebels all season were missing that guy down low in the paint, that rim protector. They tried different guys down there like Kamani Hamilton, like Laje Dembele, but there was too many fouls. Again, foul trouble at the end of the game, that's what causes disaster. But now with him back, man, this team looks scary.
And this team has battled injuries all season long, and it's just been the story of this team. For the Runnin Rebels, you take a look at a guy like Josh Pastner coming in his first season with UNLV under the Scarlet and Gray, and it's just been one of those things that's been disappointing to him, disappointing to this team, but it showed a lot of grit, a lot of resiliency. We didn't see Howie Fleming Jr. in the last game against Stanford. They currently are riding a 3-game losing streak before that, but with that being said, you got guys like Emmanuel Stephan getting back into the lineup, and who knows if you have a guy like Jacob Benarbi finally getting back in and being healthy sooner or later.
I mean, you mentioned the grit, Wyatt, and at the Players Era tournament, this team had to play some tough competition, and they hung in there to the best of their ability. I mean, Josh Pastner said it himself. He's never seen a string of injuries like this happen at the collegiate level, but they've battled through, and now right around the corner from conference play, this team's starting to get healthy.
And right before conference play, we'll take a look at the TSU Tigers under first-year head coach Nolan Smith. They are 5-4. He has NBA experience. He has championship-level pedigree at the college level. They were riding a 3-game win streak before losing 80-53 against Alabama A&M, and they're looking to get back on the right side of things after getting killed from behind the arc.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a tough contest for the Rebels because this Tigers team plays hard. Every single team that UNLV has played so far has that grit nature to them, which is why Josh Pastner has preached this over the entire offseason, that this team has to be good in the paint, around the boards, but they also haven't been able to shoot the three as well, and that's something that Josh Pastner wants to see get rolling.
This could be the very game that both teams are really able to break out from behind the arc. Shooting on the season, only 28.5% for UNLV, and for TSU, not far behind them, 27.3%. But as you mentioned earlier in the Open, Donovan, this is the last game before conference play, before they play on the 20th against Fresno State. But first, we're going to step aside. Tip-off is right around the corner here from the Lee's Family Forum here on Rebel Sports Net. Welcome back here to Lee's Family Forum for the Jack Jones Classic, a matchup between the UNLV Runnin Rebels and the Tennessee State Tigers here courtside. Wyatt, Touchet, and Donovan Hicks. Just within that break, we heard the national anthem, a very passionate one indeed, and tip-off is right around the corner as they're announcing the starting lineups and the hype videos, the motivational videos here inside the arena. Donovan, a lot of excitement right before this game. What are the keys to victory for the Runnin Rebels here tonight?
The Runnin Rebels, I mean, there's a couple of things, Wyatt, that you can point out, but most importantly, you need to see continued success from Emmanuel Steffen. We brought him up in the open for a reason. He was such a dominant force in that Stanford road game. If he's able to do that again tonight, the Rebels are going to find success, but especially they need to find it on the perimeter. They need to be able to find these three-point shots. They need to take good shooting opportunities and turn them into points.
And this Tiger team under head coach Nolan Smith, the champion with the Duke Blue Devils back in 2010. He's leading this program for the first time this season as a head coach, has had 10 years of collegiate coaching experience, but his first as the head honcho. What are they going to need to do to get back on the win column here tonight?
Honestly, Wyatt, this team just needs to continue to play with the grit that they've played with the entirety of this season so far. They were just on a nice little win streak before coming into this game, before facing a loss, but now an opportunity to get back on the board in what is basically a home environment for UNLV.
As we take a look at the starting lineups tonight for both squads, we will begin first with the Tennessee State Tigers. And in the backcourt for the Tigers, number 2, hailing all the way from Columbus, Georgia, Travis Harper, the redshirt senior. Number 10 for the Tennessee State Tigers, the graduate student Dante Harris. Now moving on to the front court, number 0, Jalen Petrie. Number 12, the graduate student from Tulsa, Carlos Williams. And number 30, the senior from Worcester State, Aaron Nkrumah. He has been leading this team this season in scoring 17 points, 5.3 rebounds, and 3.1 assists as well. And on the defensive end, he has been an absolute monster, 3.4 steals per game. He's been doing a fantastic job for the Tigers. Now onto the other side in the front court for the Runnin Rebels, Kamani Hamilton from High Point, Walter Brown hailing from New Zealand, number 22, and returning for his second game as a Runnin Rebel, Emmanuel Steffen, and in the backcourt, Draven Gibbs Lawhorn, number 0, and number 12, Isaac Williamson, the true freshman for Moreno Valley, California. Both squads are going to be going at it. A lot of great defensive play here tonight, but you could see an eruption from three-point land that we haven't seen much from both teams, and that could be the difference here tonight.
100%, Wyatt, and as we mentioned before, now with Emmanuel Steffen back, this UNLV team has depth. They have guys coming off the bench that can continue the scoring throughout the entirety of this game. We'll see how it looks again tonight in the second game with Steffen in the starting lineup.
As we take a look at both these teams, the all-time series record indicates and favors UNLV as they've only won one game prior to this. This is their second all-time meeting. Their previous one and the only one before this, UNLV won 101-83 at the Thomas and Mack Center on December 28th of 2021. So tip-off is right around the corner here at Jack Jones Classic inside Lee's Family Forum. Wyatt Touchet and Donovan Hicks here on the call on Rebel Sports Net. Happy holidays, ladies and gentlemen. This is the last game for the Runnin Rebels before they enter conference play on the 20th against Fresno State. It's going to be an exciting one here tonight, Donnie.
100%. Now the players getting lined up on the court. Tip-off just a second away.
So take a look at both records. The Runnin Rebels are 4-5 on the season. Meanwhile, the Tigers are 5-4. Steffen will do the tip-off for UNLV. And for the Tigers, it'll be Harper the second. And UNLV wins the tip-off. And it's Isaac Williamson with the ball to the right side on the right wing. Screen from Hamilton, looking to get rid of it. Steffen near midcourt. Hands it off to Walter Brown. Now Hamilton looking, 15 seconds on the shot clock, looking for the back door. Swings it over to Brown. Picks up his dribble, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Gibbs Longhorn from the corner. No good, misses. Rebound there by Nkrumah.
Good pass movement on the perimeter. The Rebels just couldn't knock that shot down.
And so now it's Harris with the ball, guarded by Gibbs Longhorn. Still at the top of the key. Gives it off. Lorick driving left side. Shot no good. Does not hit the rim. And a foul called on the ground. That's going to go against UNLV's Walter Brown, his first personal.
Yeah, Walter Brown trying to make something happen under the defensive rim. It looked like Tigers were trying to bait out Stephen from underneath the hoop, and they got it, but the pass just didn't connect on the other side.
Still scoreless here, 45 seconds has passed, 19-15. Three-pointer, no good, and rebound there by Hamilton.
A set play off the inbound that doesn't fall for the Tigers, but UNLV pushing it back up now.
That was Lorick, the third with the missed shot. He's actually in the starting lineup. Gibbs Longhorn driving right side, floater off the glass and in. First bucket of the day goes to Dre.
Hayes looking for the contact there, maybe for the and one, draws it, but doesn't get the foul call.
So it'll be Lorick the third instead of Carlos Williams in the starting lineup. Lorick the third, handoff to Nkrumah. Now Petrie. Pass tipped by Brown and stolen and recovered by Hamilton. UNLV in transition. Williamson on the right wing. Driving, now coming back out above the arc. Gets rid of it. Hamilton at the top of the key. Over to Gibbs Longhorn in the right corner. Looking to back down. Backdoor pass, Brown left side, off the glass and in.
And that's just a pretty pass by Gibbs Longhorn right there through the middle into the paint. Walter Brown was streaking in.
UNLV leads 4-0 with just 2 minutes passing here in the first half. It's Harris at the top of the key, gets the screen from Petrie. Pull-up jumper from the right elbow, it's good.
Yeah, pretty well defended there by the Rebels, just a better shot, and that will get the Tigers on the board.
Scores 4-2 here, 17:45 in the first half. Brown looking, kicks it over Hamilton for three. No good off the front. Fighting for the rebound, it's Harris coming down with it in transition. Gets it over to Harper the second. And now they'll be able to slow it down here for just a moment, Donnie.
Yeah, things will settle down. Rebels missed 2 threes now in this game.
Nkrumah driving left side, fade away over Hamilton. Does not hit anything, and rebound there by Steffen. That was just a bad shot there.
Yep, good defense right there. It looks like the Rebels might have gotten a hand on it.
Steffen down low. Power dribble, and it's a jump ball on the floor. And it's going to be Tiger ball. The possession arrow favors TSU.
Interesting jump ball call there. They really weren't tied up. Looked as if Emmanuel Steffen was just trying to battle for control underneath the rim.
And so now the arrow has been flipped back to UNLV after they won the initial tip-off. And an off-ball foul called on Isaac Williamson trying to fight through the screen. That's going to be his first personal, team second.
And that's Harris that he was battling with, and they looked like they both went down. They call the freshman for the push-off.
And so now 22 seconds on the shot clock, 17:04 on the game clock. Tigers with the possession on the inbound here. Hamilton guarding it. Harper gets the inbound pass to Jones. Kavian Jones checks into the game for the first time today. And the backdoor shot is good off the left side. Goaltending call on Hamilton, and it's going to count as tied ball game with 4 apiece.
An obvious goaltending call there, but as you mentioned, he comes right into the game and he gets right on the board. Now the Rebels are playing in a tie game for the first time tonight with Williamson kicking the ball up the court.
Kavian Jones, the redshirt freshman with the bucket, the first one of the game for him. Checks in for Harper the second. Gibbs Longhorn doubled near half court, and it's Jones who dives on the ball, and it's a turnover there for UNLV.
We talk about the grittiness of this Tigers team. They get Gibbs Longhorn trapped, and they force the turnover.
And this season they've caused 16 turnovers on the defensive side. Their defensive presence has been really good with 8 steals as a unit. Missed shot there from the right side. Rebound Steffen.
Not enough ball movement. Didn't take a great shot on that selection right there.
16-15 here in the first half. Hamilton drives right side, pump fakes, and is fouled on the shot. And the foul is going to go against Antoine Lorick III, the junior from Navarro Junior College.
Rebels haven't been able to find anything really onto the perimeter so far, so Kamani Hamilton takes it upon himself to drive it towards the net, and it works out. Now he goes to the line shooting for 2.
this season from the free throw line, 69.8% from the charity stripe. That'll be the first free throws of the game, and the first for Kamani Hamilton here at the Jack Jones Classic. The first free throw up and no good. Bounces it around, but unable to find it.
Yeah, right off the back of the rim and comes right back out. Just needs to put a little bit more arc on that shot.
Coming in for the game, we talked about him in the open if he was going to play or not. He's been injured. Jacob Benarbi coming in, checking in for Emmanuel Steffen. Benarbi's missed a few games here this season. He is the only returner for UNLV this season so far. He has had a decent outing with 7.8 points and 5.6 rebounds, and Kamani Hamilton splits the pair of free throws there, and the Rebels lead 5-4.
Yeah, we'll see how healthy Benarbi is tonight. He does look like he has some tape around one of his calves.
And Walter Brown with the tip pass out of bounds, trying to get in the passing lane and just slowing down this Tiger offense just enough. 17 seconds on the shot clock. And as you mentioned, partner, that sleeve on his left calf for Benarbi. We'll see how many minutes, if not, if he's restricted at all. But if we're able to get a good dose of him, he will be a great impact player for the Runnin' Rebels. Missed shot there, rebound Kamani Hamilton, and it's Trey Gibbs Longhorn in transition.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the Rebels to try and get that rebound.
And down low, Benarbi, the layup, no good off the right side. Gets his own rebound, hook shot up and in.
And I think he looks pretty healthy to me. Why he gets up, tries the first shot, doesn't make it, gets his own rebound, and then puts the Rebels up by 3.
And that's exactly what you want to see from Benarbi. Show just a glimpse of the rust, but able to bounce back and flush that miss down. And the putback up and in. 7-4 here, 15-20 remaining in the first half. Harris at the top of the key, guarded by Gibbs Longhorn. The crossover, very lethal. 4 seconds to work with, driving right side, underhand layup. It's up and in.
That was just a great personal effort there from the Tigers, and this one might be a turnover, but no.
Williamson tries to force it across the lane to Brown, tipped and recovered by Benarbi. He attacks the rim and is fouled, and it will take us to our first media timeout. The foul's on Kavion Jones. When we come back, Benarbi will go to line to shoot 2. Score 7-6, 15:02 remaining here in the first half. You're listening to Runnin' Rebel Basketball on Rebel Sports Net. Welcome back to the Jack Jones Classic here inside Lee's Family Forum. Wyatt, Touchet, and Donovan Hicks here on the call. The Runnin' Rebels lead 7-6 over the Tennessee State Tigers. 15:02 remains. And coming out of the break, Jacob Benarbi was fouled by Kavion Jones. That's Jones' first personal, the second team foul for the Tigers. And Benarbi will go line and shoot 2.
Benarbi comes off the bench and immediately gets a basket and then forces his way right back to the basket and finds himself shooting some free throws. Looks like he wants all the smoke tonight.
The third and fourth free throws for the Runnin' Rebels here tonight. Hamilton split the first 2. Benarbi with his first, hits it just off the back iron. Typically when you see misses, you don't want to see any of those, but that's a good miss in terms of where you're shooting it. Al Green will check in for Isaac Williamson. Benarbi on the season has shot 68.4% from the line. And he missed the first one here. Second one is up and in, extending the lead now 8-6.
Almost identical to Kamani Hamilton, who took the first 2 free throws for the Revs. First one off the back rim, next one goes.
That's exactly why that first one, in typical fashion in terms of technicality and fundamentals, it's a good miss because it's easy to adjust. Either you shoot it too strong and it goes off the backboard and in, or you just line up on it and it's a swish, and he did the latter. Corner 3 from Harper, in and out, no good. Rebound, hook shot, and it falls in for Williams.
Looked like that 3-point attempt from Harper was definitely going in. It just rattled around and came out. The Rebels will take that. It's 2 points instead of 3.
Tie game at 8. Benarbi driving right side, finds Brown, backdoor, and blocked from behind is Harper the second. Good defensive play there from the kid from Columbus, Georgia.
Yeah, they tried to make that play happen for the second time tonight. And this time, the Tigers defense reads it, and wow, gets up and makes a fantastic block. And the Rebels now will have control. It's a great job there not to foul, especially underneath the basket.
Benarbi, Hamilton, and Walter Brown come out. Tyron Jones, Nos Cunningham, and Steffen checks back in. Steffen down low, hook shot, right hand no good, fighting for it. Loose ball on the ground, recovered by Harper. Transition, going up, blocked by Gibbs Longhorn. And great defensive possession there for UNLV. Referee blows the whistle, ball's out of bounds. And it looks like he's saying it's out on Dre, and he'll stay here with the Tigers.
Yeah, you think that it might have gone to the possession arrow, but no, they said it is out of bounds on UNLV. And you look at the replay there, Al Green, he got caught looking at the loose ball in between decisions if he was going to dive for it or not. And then that allows the fast break opportunity up the court.
And that just shows the veteranship and experience from Dre Gibbs Longhorn as he's able to force the turnover against Dante Harris, trying to just be a pest on the inbound pass. The experience, the effort, and the grit we're seeing it here on this defensive possession by Dre. Now Al Green, the handoff to Cunningham. Good ball moving here. Steffen on the right elbow, looking for the dribble handoff, gives it up to Cunningham. Looking to drive right side, kicks it out. Gibbs Longhorn catches, left wing, 3 no good. Bobble, but rebounded by Jones.
3-point struggles continue early on here for the Rebels.
Driving, kick out, corner. Now sitting back is Harris with the ball on the right wing. Driving against Green, bounces it off, and up and in is Jones on the right side.
They ran the exact same play that the Rebels found success on early in the game, and Jones able to put it in nice and easy, uncontested.
Rebels 0 for 3 from deep so far here through about 7 minutes of play, 13-15 remaining here in the first half. Steffen off the pick and roll on the left side, double teamed. Hook shot, right hand, good, with hands in his face over Williams. What a shot.
A completely contested shot there, but Emmanuel Steffen just able to get up and over with that hook shot. And I mean, that was picture perfect from about 5 feet out.
Steffen with his first points of the game here tonight. An illegal screen by Kavion Jones. That's going to be his second personal, just flaring out his hip a little too far.
Yep, and now UNLV is going to get the ball back again in this tie game at 10-10 with an opportunity to regain the lead.
Petrie checking in for Jones, who's in foul trouble here with 2. And coming to the scores table is Jabrion Spikes. He'll be sitting here waiting for the next dead ball. Double team here near half court. Green loses it, turns it over, and he gets it right back. A forced pass there from Harper, and it's Williams on the right wing. Tyron Jones driving left side, trying to baptize a man, loses it on his way up, and it's Tiger ball.
Yeah, he was hoping to get a foul call there, but the Tigers are going to go push it right back up the court.
And Harper's going to be fouled, and it's going to go against Isaac Williamson. That's his second personal of the game, third team.
Both these teams like to play with a fast pace, and Wyatt, we're barely able to get a word in here, but the Rebels on that last possession, they had an opportunity to push it up court, and then similar to how Dre Gibbs Longhorn was struggling to get the ball up court earlier in the game, they trap Al Green, force a turnover. Green, though, athleticism to get back.
Harris at the line shooting 2, 80% from the line this season. Checking in for the Runnin Rebels, Hamilton and Fleming Jr., who missed last game. We see him, Williamson, and Steffen coming out. Harris missed that first free throw, and sitting here at the scorer's table still is Spikes waiting to get in the game. Harris's second free throw, no good, misses both of them. And rebound there by Hamilton. Tied ball game at 10 apiece. Just over 7 minutes of play here in the first half. Cunningham on the right wing. Jab step to the right. And a foul called off ball. And it's going to go against Carlos Williams. That's his first personal and team's third.
Yeah, a lot of fans around here saying that UNLV may be trying to tug some jerseys, but no call there. Instead, it goes the other way on the Tigers.
Dante Harris comes out after missing both those free throws. And Jabrion Spikes comes in. Kamani Hamilton on the right wing, now 15 seconds to work, looking to back down. Kicks it out corner, three up from Green, cashes that one.
And one of the best three-point shooters that UNLV has finally got him on the board. 1 for 4 on the night now.
37% from three. He hit one last game against Stanford, and he hits one here tonight. The first one for the Runnin' Rebels. Blocked by Jones on the right side. Recovered by the Tigers. Loose ball. Spikes gets it, kicks it out. One more pass, deep three from the right side. Rattles in and out, no good. Rebound Fleming Jr.
Tigers tried to respond with 3 of their own after some chaos in the middle of the paint, but now the Rebels have the ball again.
That was Williams with the missed three. Now it's Fleming Jr. on the left side, fouled on the ground. The foul's going to go against Khalil London, the redshirt sophomore from Wyandotte, New York. And with that foul, it's going to be a quick media timeout. The Rebels lead by 3, 13-10, 11:26 remaining here from Jack Jones Classic. You're listening to Rebel Sports Net. Welcome back here at the Jack Jones Classic inside Lee's Family Forum, where the Rebels lead 13-10 over TSU. Welcome courtside, Wyatt, Touchet, and Donovan Hicks here on the call. It's been a tightly contested game, a track meet, if you will, and it's not much, but it's honest work. The one three-pointer that's been made in this game was Al Green in the left corner, and that's been the difference so far.
Yeah, combined, these two teams 1 for 8 from the field. But Al Green may be able to change that tide, shift that momentum for the Runnin' Rebs here at the Jack Jones Classic.
So here we go, 11:20 here in the first half remains. Cunningham on the left wing, looking for Hamilton, down low, guarded by London. 7 seconds to work, backing down, kick out, Green, driving, double team, open jumper, left elbow, just off the front, no good. Rebound Petrie, right from behind is Fleming Jr., and a foul is called on the ground. And it's going to go against Petrie. That's his first personal.
Yeah, it happened right after Fleming was able to steal that ball away. Right there, Al Green just forced to take a shot that he didn't like with the shot clock running down. But interesting to see. Couldn't see on the replay there where that foul really occurred, but the ball will stay with the Runnin' Rebs.
So that's a 6-team foul on Tennessee State. UNLV with only 3. That's usually been a problem so far throughout the season. And some conversation down low between Kamani Hamilton and Lorick III fighting for position. The referee has to step in and say, hey, cut it out, let's go. So speaking of on the court, let's take a look at the players currently on the hardwood for the Tigers. Petrie, London, Spikes, Lorick, and Nkrumah. And for the Runnin Rebels, Hamilton, Fleming Jr., Jones, Green, and Cunningham. Hamilton spinning, passing, and fouled. Foul's going to go on the ground against Tennessee State, waiting to see who is officially called on. That'll be on number 3, London. That's his second personal, excuse me, and that's the team's 7th.
Yep, those are the two fighting in between Kamani Hamilton and London for possession. And there's some physical play happening right now, as it looked like Kamani Hamilton got dinged up after that last foul call.
And that was his third personal. Kamani Hamilton with a 1-on-1 opportunity here. Shots up and in, so he'll be awarded a second. Dante Harris coming in, and London coming out. He is in big foul trouble with 3 fouls here in the first half.
Yeah, 5th free throw up, and that's 3 for 5 for the Rebels on the night.
Kamani Hamilton so far through this game, 2 of 3, shooting 66.7%. Just under 11 minutes to play here in the first half. Kamani Hamilton's free throw up and good, making both on the 1-on-1 opportunity. So the UNLV leads 15-10, 5-point deficit.
Yeah, he missed his first, but nails his next 3 in this game, and now the Rebels need a defensive stop here to try and grow this lead.
So on the right elbow, handoff Petrie to Nkrumah. Pull up floater, it's good inside the lane.
A nice floater there, just went straight to the basket. UNLV wasn't expecting this shot attempt, but he gets it off, and now the Tigers back within 3.
Fleming Jr. coast to coast, kick out Green in the corner. One more pass to Jones. He crosses over, cutting. Green, left wing, up, no good. Rebound Jones going up with it, through the contact, misses, and rebound by Nkrumah.
Yeah, battles below the net. There's like 5 men underneath the basket, but it's the Tigers this time who come out ahead.
Nkrumah, loose ball, Green gains it, kick it out, spikes, left wing corner, no good, and it's Cunningham with the rebound.
Cunningham gets the rebound, but it's Kamani Hamilton who smacks it over to him, and now there's going to be a reach-in foul called on Tennessee State.
Cunningham got a little too sped up there, picked up his dribble, gave it up to Fleming Jr., who got harassed by 2 Tigers and was fouled in the process. And so that's the 8th team foul for Tennessee State, and Fleming Jr. will go to the line. And the referees blow the whistle dead. And waiting to see what happens here next. Head coach Josh Pastor talking with the referees here, discussing what just happened on that last play, Donnie.
Yeah, both teams going to their respective benches, and it looks like they're going to go ahead and take a look at something here. Josh Pastor doesn't look happy about it. Tennessee State, on the other hand, looks like they might come out on top in favorable call after it's getting reviewed by the officials.
So we're going to step aside here for the review. Scores 15-12, 10 minutes exactly remaining here at the halfway point in the first half. Don't go anywhere. More action on the other side. Thanks for sticking with us here on a short break from Lee's Family Forum. You're listening to the Jack Jones Classic on Rebel Sports Net. Courtside, Wyatt, Touchet, and Donovan Hicks, they were reviewing if there was a flagrant foul on that foul called on the backcourt for UNLV, in favor of UNLV. No flagrant foul. Fleming Jr. will go to the line and shoot a 1-and-1.
Yeah, a chance here to extend the Rebel lead, and we didn't really know what had happened there until the referee came over to the scorer's table and made the announcement that there was no foul or no call on a flagrant foul.
So Howie Fleming Jr. misses that first free throw, so he's not awarded a second. He shot 79.3% before that free throw there. Nkrumah here on the front court. Now Williams, hand off to Spikes. Spikes looking to drive, gives it up to Petrie. Now Petrie to Nkrumah on the left wing, trying to work. Pump fakes, guarded by Hamilton. Back door, no good. Petrie gets his own rebound and gets it off the backboard and in.
Yeah, it was a block there by Tyron Jones with the rebound. Goes right back to the Tigers, and they're able to put it up and in. 15-14 to score now.
They cut it to 1. Less than 10 minutes to go here in the first half. Off the head of Nkrumah. Green recovers it. Cunningham passes it up. Green, 15 seconds on the shot clock. Little push off, no foul there. Hamilton left side now. Jones on the left baseline. Less than 10 seconds on the shot clock. Going for the dunk and hit hard. Nasty spill. His tailbone meets the hardwood. He's able to get up. That was a painful fall for Tyron Jones. He is lucky he's able to get up okay.
He is very lucky. I'm lucky enough he doesn't land on anything else but right on his tailbone, like you said. I mean, he tried to go up and posterize another Tiger. He's tried to do that twice now tonight, and both times he's not able to finish it, but this time he draws the foul. Opportunity to put the Rebels up by 3 with 9:09 left in the first half.
So it's a 1-and-1 here. UNLV's in the bonus. That was Petrie's first foul. Excuse me, not a 1-on-1. That was a shooting foul, so Jones will shoot 2. Has not been favorable from the line, but he makes that one. And that's his first point of the game, coming by way of the free throw line.
I mean, the freshman, you can say one thing about him. He's not afraid to go to the net. I mean, that is what a lot of coaches look for, that aggressiveness towards the basket.
So now Tyron Jones extending the lead by 2. Referee gets the ball back for a moment. Looks like Dre jumped out of his positioning here at the order of which it must be. And a foul called on the ground. Dre Gibbs Longhorn gets shoved to the floor by Brooks. And that'll be Brooks' first personal. And that'll put the team at 10 team fouls. And it'll be double bonus for the Runnin' Rebels.
Yeah, the Tigers just not playing with any discipline right now. I mean, it should have been an easy rebound for the Tigers. Instead, Brooks got caught up with Gibbs Longhorn, and now Gibbs Longhorn's going to go to the line.
I mean, just for context, Brooks is 6'10", 215. Gibbs Longhorn is 6'1", 185. So extra physical ends up costing him there. And Gibbs Longhorn, who shoots amazing from the free throw line, 81.8%, knocks the first one down, extending the lead to 3, 9:09 remaining. Emmanuel Steffen checking in the game here for Tyron Jones.
Yeah, as far as the season stats are concerned, night and day difference between free throw shooters in Tyron Jones and Trey Gibbs Longhorn.
So Gibbs Longhorn makes both. Tyron Jones splits it, and the Runnin' Rebels lead by 4 with just 9 minutes to go here in the first half. On the court for the Tigers, Harper, Brooks, Harris, Williams, and Nkrumah. And for the Runnin' Rebels, Gibbs Longhorn, Hamilton, Williamson, Cunningham, and Steffen. And a foul called on the ground by Hamilton. That's going to be his first personal of the game. Yeah, only the team's fourth.
Yeah, it looks like they got him on a reach in there as it was attempted to be drived in by Harper. So now it's on the floor, however.
So now
the Tigers take possession.
Apologies, partner. Now Nkrumah with the inbound to Harris. Harris to Harper. Harper with 12 to work, driving, falling down, gives the ball up, turnover. Gibbs Longhorn in transition, bounces it. Cunningham, left side, in and out, no good. And they're going to call a goaltending violation against TSU.
Yeah, that's going to count. And I mean, again, we talk about the undisciplinedness of the Tigers so far in this game, and it looked as if that was the equivalent of a quarterback trying to huck it downfield, saying somebody else take it, and it went right into the lap of Trey Gibbs Longhorn.
And so now the Runnin' Rebels lead by 6, 20-14. Less than 8.5 minutes to go here in the first. Harris guarded by Gibbs Longhorn off the screen from Brooks. Jumper over Steffen, no good. Some contact down low, nothing called. Williams backing down, fader, right hook, no good. Great defense and rebound by Hamilton.
Yeah, bad shot selection there by the Tigers. They're just not moving the ball effectively, especially down inside the paint, and the Rebels are taking advantage.
8:05 remains here in the first half. Hamilton kicks it out. Gibbs Longhorn pulls it back. Crossover, pull-up jumper, right elbow. No good off the back iron. Rebound to Nkrumah.
Yeah, and Steffen just got boxed out there. He has to get back and now try and play defense. The Tigers move the ball up the court.
In the corner, does not take it. Harper, pull-up jumper, good from 10 feet.
Nice job on the rush there. And now on the other side, the Rebels trying to take it up, trying to get those 2 points back, but a foul called, I believe, on the floor now.
And that's going to go against Travis Harper II. That's his first personal. That's the team's 11th. And so on the other side, the Runnin' Rebels will get free throws. It will be 2. 7:38 remains, and the Runnin' Rebels lead by 4. Welcome back inside Lee's Family Forum. Wyatt, Touchet, and Donovan Hicks here on the call. Runnin Rebels lead by 4, 7:38 remains. And it's Isaac Williamson going to the line for the first time tonight after getting fouled on the ground. The Runnin Rebels in double bonus, and he'll get 2 shots.
2 shots here for Williamson. That would put the Rebels up if he makes both, which he makes the first. Now it's 21-16. Opportunity to make it 22-16. 6-point Rebel lead of 7:38 to go.
Only 69% from the line this season. The true freshman from Moreno Valley, California, went to Eastvale Roosevelt in his senior year at Eastvale. He led his team to the CIF State Open Division Championship and was named the 2025 All-CIF Southern California Team and Defensive Player of the Year in 2024. He's a 3-star prospect, signed with UNLV or signed with New Mexico, but was released when the Lobos had a coaching change. And is making an impact here for the Runnin Rebels. Ball out of bounds and a turnover for the Tigers, and it'll be Runnin Rebel ball.
I mean, you mentioned Williamson. He was thrust into a much bigger role than originally anticipated when Miles Che was announced he was injured. And then Miles Che got re-injured, and Pastor said it's up to the freshman and Williamson and Tyron Jones to take up a lot of minutes.
Williamson did make both free throws, so scores 22-16. Cunningham straight on. No good from deep. 1 of 6 now for the offensive side of UNLV, and an offensive foul called against Emmanuel Steffen. That's his first personal, the 5th team fifth.
Yeah, it looks as if Emmanuel Steffen pushed off down low when he was trying to get that rebound. He struggled a little bit down low in the paint so far in this game. He's been boxed out. Looks like the Tigers have had a good game plan for him.
On the court for UNLV, Gibbs, Longhorn, Hamilton, Williamson, Brown, and Steffen. And for the Tigers, Harper the second, Brooks, Harris, Williams, and Nkrumah. 22-16, the Runnin Rebels lead by 6. 7:08 remains here. Full court press from this UNLV defense, just applying a little bit of pressure. Nothing too intense, but making this Tiger offense think twice.
Yeah, and then they back up, which, just gives that fake illusion of the pressure that's coming.
Nkrumah, jumper from the free throw line, in and out, no good. Rebound, Steffen. That's his 3rd rebound of the night. Now Gibbs Longhorn looking down low to Steffen. Has to jump out about 10 feet out. Loses the ball. Regains it at the elbow. Backdoor pass. Bounce pass. One more. Hamilton. Pump fake. Block from behind. Good defensive presence there by Brooks.
That was a great defensive showcase there by the Tigers. Multiple blocks on that play.
Now on the offensive end, Williams sizing up Steffen. Driving right side. Using his body off the glass and in on the right side.
Yeah, the Rebels just need to slow this game down now. Right now the momentum does not favor them.
Williamson with the 4-point lead, retracts, tries to set up this offense. Looks like a 2-3 zone from this Tiger defense, and it is. Williamson on the left wing now, setting it up. Walter Brown down low, pump fake, and a 3-second violation offensively by Walter Brown. He's saying he was outside of the key, but the referees say otherwise.
No, the pressure applied there by the Tigers, it just made it impossible for Brown to get rid of that ball. Everywhere he looked, there was a black and purple jersey.
Tyron Jones checks in for Walter Brown after the mishap on the offensive end. UNLV leads by 4 with just 6 minutes to go here in the first half. The wealth has been spread in terms of scoring offensively. Blocked from behind, Gibbs Longhorn. The Rebels in transition. Williamson goes up, off the glass and in. A beautiful spinning shot in his lay package.
And now there's going to be a timeout because it looks like there's an injured Tiger on the other end of the floor. And Dre Gibbs Longhorn shows off the vertical on this get back and makes a fantastic block. But then it's Isaac Williamson behind the back, mid-air. He was almost parallel to the floor, and he throws it up and banks it home for a 2-point conversion. UNLV up 24-18, and it looks like we're going to take a short break while the Tigers players evaluate it.
Welcome back inside Lee's Family Forum. Dante Harris, the injured Tiger, gingerly walking back to the bench. Fortunately, he was able to get up. The spill didn't look too bad, but he is injured nonetheless. I hope this kid is able to heal up and get all right. He is one of the double-digit scorers for this team, 13.4 points per game, 4.1 rebound, and about just over 3 assists per game. That's a crucial loss if he's not able to return here tonight.
I mean, as far as nasty falls go, that's as best it could have came down to. There was nobody that landed on him. It may have just been a sprain, we hope.
And take a look at that last play. Just a great spin, layup package. Looked like Kyrie Irving from Williamson. Spins it over J.C. Brooks, who stands 6'10". Williamson is only a mighty 6 foot and is able to extend the lead for the Runnin' Rebels to 6. Now cut down to 4 by the jumper from Brooks by 5 feet out.
And Brooks able to get that over Emmanuel Steffen in the paint. So the Tigers pull it within 4.
24-20, 5-10 here in the first half. Gibbs Longhorn right wing. Splash!
And that's a 3-point goal for Dre Gibbs Longhorn. 2 for 7 for the Rebels tonight, but that was a 3 they desperately needed to spread this game out in the scoring department.
His first 3 of the night is only taking 3 so far. Season average has been 27%. On the defensive end, pokes the ball loose, fighting for it, hits the deck.
And
it's going to be UNLV ball.
That's a foul called on Tennessee State, and that is flat out a huge effort play that Josh Pastner has talked about forever. He wanted to see people diving for basketballs, and he seemed like he was just in his bag there in that defensive zone. He was clapping at the attacking player, and then he forces the turnover and then the foul.
The turnover was right in front of us. It looks like the ball just hit out of bounds, and that's what they called for UNLV's ball. But they do call a foul on Damon Howard Jr., and so Gibbs Longhorn will get 2 shots. That was Howard Jr.'s first personal. Gibbs Longhorn makes that free throw, extending the lead now to 8.
Yeah, it looked as if on that foul, it wasn't even between the 2 players that were going after the basketball. Somebody came out from the side and shoved Gibbs Longhorn off the basketball.
And both free throws are up and in, so 9-point lead, 29-20. Just under 5 minutes of play here in the first half, and the Runnin' Rebels have their largest lead of the game so far tonight.
Runnin' Rebels trying to extend it as well. Hold on the defensive front of 4:35 to go.
On the court for the Tigers, Howard Jr., Harper the second, Brooks, Williams, and Nkrumah for the Runnin' Rebels. Gibbs Longhorn, Hamilton, Jones, Williamson, and Steffen. 7 seconds to work. Pump fake. Williams kicks it out. One more pass, Nkrumah, pump fake, 2 seconds, gets the shot up, air balls it, rebound Jones.
Yeah, would have been an air ball there. Instead, Jones jumps up and takes it away, and they push it back up quickly.
Now Gibbs Longhorn at the top of the key, gives it up to Williamson. Tigers back in man-to-man. Multiple passes here for this UNLV offense. Down low, Steffen looking to work. Double team, poke from behind, stolen, Nkrumah, 2-on-1. Harper the second, fouled on the shot by Gibbs Longhorn. And that's going to be his first personal. Harper the second is going to go line and shoot 2. But first, we're going to step aside for immediate timeout. 29-20. 3:55 remains here in the first half. You're listening to UNLV Runnin' Rebel basketball here on Rebel Sports Net. Welcome back to the Jack Jones Classic here inside Lee's Family Forum. Wyatt, Touchet, and Donovan Hicks here on the call. Donovan, it's been a track meet all this first half, and the Rebels have been on the fortunate side of it. And that's why they call them the Runnin' Rebels of UNLV. They lead 29-20.
I mean, you think about the fouls, it's 10-6, but just because we talked about the grittiness of both these teams before the game, there's people diving all over basketballs. It's hard for us to get some words out at some point, but each team going back and forth up the court. Now we have a short break for a couple of free throws getting checked up here by the Tigers.
So Gibbs Longhorn on the other side had fouled Harper the second on the take for the layup, and he makes the first free throw there. It's his first trip to the line this season. He has shot a measly 74.3% from the charity stripe, and he makes the first one there. Just his third points of the game. Second free throw up and no good off the front, and rebound there by Hamilton.
1 for 4 on the night now for the Tigers as Williamson will push this one up past half court.
So now scores 29-21. Ball poked loose, recovered by Gibbs Longhorn. Williamson almost turned the ball over, guarded by Howard Jr. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Gibbs Longhorn driving, poked ball loose. Nkrumah in transition, lays it up and in.
Yeah, nobody back that time after Gibbs Longhorn turns the ball over, but that's two guys who like to move the ball on the top of the key who get now been forced off the ball.
Tigers cut the lead to 6, 29-23. Deep three-pointer, no good from Williamson, and not a good shot selection there from the true freshman.
Yeah, the freshman, it looked like he was just trying to get back, make up for that turnover that he had, and then just not the time to shoot that shot.
Jacob Benarby and Howie Fleming Jr. coming in the game for Emmanuel Steffen and Dre Gibbs Longhorn. And Al Green running to the scorer's table as well, making sure to get checked in. And he does so for Isaac Williamson. So on the court for the Runnin' Rebels, Hamilton, Fleming Jr., Jones, Benarby, and Green. And for the Tigers, Howard Jr., Harper II, Brooks, Williams, and Nkrumah.
And that's Howard who's going to push this ball up. And the Tigers now within 5. They're trying to get this back in.
Nkrumah baseline falls down after spinning. And it's going to be a travel call. His feet could not keep up with where he was trying to go.
No, the pressure of the UNLV defense creates the turnover. And it's a 6-point gap right now at 29-23 of 2:59 to go.
This is one of those things where you take a look at TSU. They've just been trying to push this pace, and it's almost as if they've been just going too fast for their own good.
Yep. They're trying to change gears when they shouldn't need to.
2-3 zone look from this defense of TSU. Good ball movement here from UNLV. Jones in the corner. Baseline Hamilton double teamed. Ball hits his foot and goes out of bounds. Turnover there for UNLV.
And it looks like here that they might try and look at this, and they will. Immediately, Kamani Hamilton signaled over to head coach Josh Passner to take a look at it. Passner trusting his guys, and they are going to go ahead and review this.
And so with that, we're going to step aside for the review. We'll have the results on the other side here on Rebel Sports Net. Welcome back inside Lee's Family Forum. Coach Passner's challenge is successful. The shot clock will reset to 12 seconds, and it'll be UNLV ball after the missed call there, saying it was off Kamani Hamilton's foot. It was actually off of Williams' foot. And so the Runnin' Rebels will have offensive possession with just 12 seconds on the shot clock, Johnny.
There's a reason why Pastor has trusted his guys, because me and you both over here thought that ball went off Kamani Hamilton's foot, but instead the Rebels, another chance to extend this lead.
So Fleming Jr. on the left wing with 8 seconds to work, gets the screen from Hamilton, sizing up Howard Jr. loses the ball in transition. Harper, the second, driving, has contact, shoots it, no good. Able to navigate through 3 defenders in transition and will go to line and shoot 2.
And that's now the 3rd turnover in a row that has come at the top of the key for the Rebels, is trying to do too much dribbling with nobody back to make any sort of defensive play. And now another foul comes in on Fleming as he was trying to get back and then tried a little bit too hard.
So Harper, the second, will get 2 more free throws. It'll be his 3rd and 4th of the game. The foul goes against Fleming Jr. That's his first personal, 7th team foul, and just 2:28 remains here in the first half. Score before this free throw is 29-23. Harper, the second, makes that free throw, and he's now 2 of 3 from the line tonight. Checking in the game, Nos Cunningham and Dre Gibbs Lawhorn, Howie Fleming Jr. and Tyron Jones subbing out.
Rebels trying to get some fresh bodies on the floor here, just trying to keep the energy up. If this free throw goes, it's a 4-point game, currently 29-24 with 2:28 remaining.
And so the second free throw attempt here, 4th total for Harper the second, is good, cutting the lead now to 4, 29-25. 2:25 remains here in the half. Across the court, pass goes through the hands of Kamani Hamilton, and a turnover there for UNLV. That's their 8th of the first half.
Yeah, and that ball was just thrown all the way across. A dangerous pass. There's a lot of people around on the other end of the court that could have gotten that ball. Instead, they looked for Kamani Hamilton and just not able to control the basketball. And now the Tigers, who are once down by 9, are back within 4. And now a timeout called? Or no, a call. It looks like it's going to be a foul on the floor.
Foul's going to go against Carlos Williams of TSU. Offensive foul called on him as Nos Cunningham was guarding him. So it'll be UNLV ball right after that short stint of what was going to be Tiger ball from the turnover. And now UNLV retains it once again. 2:15 remains here in the first half. 29-25. Gibbs Longhorn on the wing. Gives it up. Hamilton open. Down the lane. Tries to slam it. And foul called on Brooks. That's going to be Brooks' second personal. And that's the team's 14th team.
14 fouls, Wyatt, and that one right there, it looked like it was a little bit of a delayed call too. Kamani Hamilton was already holding on to the rim. The ball was gone, and then the whistle came out.
So now 2:06 remains here in the first half. Kamani Hamilton going to the line. 3 of 4 here tonight. Free throw up, no good, just off the left side. Bounces a couple times on the rim, unable to get that one to go.
Yeah, Rebels no points in the last 2.5 minutes on this scoring drought. Kamani Hamilton trying to at least make one of these 2.
TSU with 25 points, and the Rebels unable to make anything there from the line. Hamilton 0 for 2 on that trip, 3 of 6 here tonight. Scores 29-25, just 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Brooks almost carries the ball. Harper, the second, with the handoff. Pull-up jumper, right elbow, all net.
And right now the Tigers are just heating up. The defense is looking great. They're creating turnovers, and the Rebels can't seem to get anything going after a hot start.
The Tigers having some life here. This 2-3 zone starting to work down the stretch. Good ball movement. Williamson, right wing, no good from 3. Rebound, Benarbi. Reversal, no good. Just shoots it too strong. Rebound, Williams.
Yeah, put too much on that one. Goes over the net, and now the Tigers a chance to tie this game or take the lead of a 3.
And that's the second missed layup by Benarbi. You could see the rust there after his injury, having missed some time. And a key miss that we didn't see from Benarbi earlier in the season. Whistle call, and it's going to be called on Dre Gibbs Lawhorn, his second personal, team's 8th foul. And it'll be a one-on-one opportunity here for the Tigers.
Yeah, now scoreless drought extends to 3.5 minutes, and one-on-one here as a chance to tie this game up at 29 with only 1:15 left to go in the first half.
Dante Harris 0 for 2 from the line here tonight. Coming into this game, 80.5% from the line. Looking to get back on the right path here. 1-1. Misses that one. 0 for 3 from the line tonight. Not characteristic of what Harris has done all season. Hamilton gives it up. Benarbi left-handed layup is good.
Yeah, and right now the Tennessee State bench just looked a little stunned. Benarbi walked right through everybody.
4-point lead, 31-27. Less than a minute to go here in the first half. UNLV on the defensive side. Harris off the screen from Brooks. Guarded now by Bernarby. Switched back as Gibbs. Longhorn, the step through, shot fouled. Harris is going to go to the line to shoot two. Foul's going to go against Bernarby. That's his first personal.
Harris put the moves on a couple Rebels defenders. Got some oohs and ahs here from the crowd and then draws the foul. Opportunity now to try and pull this Tigers team within 2 points. I mean, the Rebels were up by a decent amount, Wyatt, and as this half has gone on, just too many mental errors from this UNLV defense and too many turnovers on the offensive side of the ball.
They led as much as 9 in this game. First free throw is no good. That's 4 straight misses for Harris. And this is reminiscent of Nick Anderson in the finals back in the 90s against the Houston Rockets. If memory serves me right, that was 94.
2 for
Harris.
5 now, and he's going to miss again short.
5 straight free throws missed. Free opportunities to get some points on the board. Has not been able to do so in this game. Backdoor pass intercepted. Bernarby turns the ball over. Harper the second. Now Nkrumah in transition, lays it up and in, cuts the lead to 2.
Right now, this is reminiscent of the game against UT Martin, Wyatt. Just too many turnovers. They're sloppy turnovers. They're forcing passes that don't need to be made.
9 turnovers for UNLV. They'll get the final shot. No shot clock here. 15 on the game clock. Gibbs Longhorn against this 2-3 defense. Driving. 8 on the play clock. Up and under. It's good.
It's a great move by Dre Gibbs Longhorn to not double dribble, keep on the pivot, but now that one's hooked up from beyond the arc. Doesn't go. The Rebels are going to have a 4-point lead going into half.
Nkrumah trying to get the last second three-pointer. No good. And so UNLV leads 33-29. A 4-point lead heading into halftime.
Rebels need to clean up the turnovers as we head into the second half. They need to find that fire they were playing with in the opening 10 minutes, and I'm sure Passner is going to emphasize that or put some emphasis on that as they head into the locker room.
The Runnin Rebels have led as much as over 15 minutes in this first half, and we'll see more action in the second when we come back from the halftime break. 33-29 as we go into the halftime break. Runnin Rebels lead by 4 here from Lee's Family Forum. Welcome back from the halftime break. The Runnin Rebels lead 33-29 to begin the second half. Wyatt, Touchet, and Donovan Hicks here at the Lee's Family Forum for the Jack Jones Classic. The Runnin Rebels lead over Tennessee State currently, Donnie. As we take a look at that first half, there was a lot of good, but also a lot of bad, a lot of things to be able to have to clean up here going into the second half.
100%, Wyatt. They're going to need to keep that turnover margin down in the second half. I mean, they just couldn't find a way to really move the ball around after about the 10-minute mark of the first half. They were lucky to come out on top by a score of 33-29 going into halftime, but if the first half was any indicator, Wyatt, you're going to want to get some water, maybe get some popcorn, sit down, and watch the rest of this game.
And that's actually what we did. It's funny you say that. But, you know, one guy that's been an absolute showman here tonight, Dre Gibbs Longhorn, 11 points, 3 of 6 from the field, 1 of 3 from deep, and a perfect 4 for 4 from the free throw line. And it's just, he's one of those guys that has been consistent all season long, and he could have a monster second half here.
Yeah, and when you talk about people that might need to have a better second half, we look at Kamani Hamilton, 3 points, over 2 from the field, 3 for 6 from the free throw line. He hasn't been able to get rolling. Emmanuel Stephen also only with 2 points in that first half. They just need to see a little bit more offensive production from the team in this final 20 minutes.
For TSU, they just got in a lot of foul trouble. You take a look at that first half, they ended up with 14 team fouls. UNLV only with 9. And so that really hindered this team's defensive presence to be able to be stout and be physical because they had the whistles going against them oftentimes.
Yeah, you mentioned the fouls, and that's where UNLV really was able to grab the lead, 11 for 17 from the line in the first half. Well, UNLV really didn't get or foul that much, only 3 for 9 from the field on the other side of the floor. And
so now the start of the second half here, the Jack Jones Classic between UNLV and Tennessee State. The Runnin Rebels lead 33-29 on the court for the Rebs. Gibbs, Longhorn, Hamilton, Williamson, Brown, and Steffen. And for the Tigers, Petrie, Harper II, Harris, Lorick III, and Nkrumah. Foul called on the ground. Kamani Hamilton shaken up there, and so is Lorick III.
Yeah, and it almost looked like the UNLV bench was looking for a flagrant foul there. It was like Kamani Hamilton got elbowed straight to the head, but he looks to be okay now.
That's Lorick III's third personal, first team of the second half. And he gets caught with a fourth foul there, grabbing Hamilton as he jumped up for the entry pass. And he's going to come and sit. He's in major foul trouble. But head coach Nolan Smith waving off Lorick III back to the court, says, just stay in. You already have 4 fouls. Let's just see what happens. Be smart.
And Lorick really looked like he wanted to go to the bench until he was turned around. So we'll see if that defensive mismatch keeps coming.
And Hamilton with the entry pass. Let's see if he attacks him and gets that 5th foul on Lorick. He stays up strong. The putback is up and in. And Hamilton came down limping on his left leg.
Yeah, it looks like he came down real awkwardly, really ginger coming back.
Might have been an ankle twist there, landing on someone else's leg. Bounce pass, able to get through to Petrie, over Steffen, no good, but the putback is up and in.
Now the Rebels going to push this ball right back up the court. It looks like Williamson is going to be the one controlling the ball right now for the Rebels, and now it's moved to Steffen in the middle of the court.
So now it's Brown over to Gibbs Longhorn on the right wing. Brown jabs left, driving right, reverses, and fouled on the court is going to go against Petrie. That's his third personal. And that's the team's third of the half. So Carlos Williams will come into the game. And waiting to see who he comes in for. UNLV will go to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, they're going to go to the line and shoot 2. But right now, the UNLV Rebels are just putting the Tigers in a real awkward spot because they're going to have 2 guys that are at 4 fouls very soon. Petrie at 3 currently. But foul trouble is just something that the Tigers have found themselves in for most of this game.
So Walter Brown will go to the line and shoot 2. He misses the first one here, his first trip to the line. Lorick III with 4 personal fouls will come out, and so will Petrie, who has 3. So Carlos Williams and Kavion Jones sub in for the Tigers. Walter Brown's free throw is good the second time around, so he splits the trip. And the Runnin Rebels lead by 5, 36-31, with just over a minute past here in the second half.
As Lorick goes to the bench, important to mention too, 4 personal fouls in 7 minutes of play.
It's not a recipe for success in this one, Donovan. So Harris gets it over to Harper the second. 3 missed. Jones, physical, puts it up and in over Steffen.
Yeah, Steffen looked for the foul call there, didn't get one. Instead, just met a shoulder, got pushed off the play, and the Tigers convert on the basket.
Now cuts the lead to 3. Steffen looking to return the favor, guarded by Williams, kicks it out. Hamilton to the corner, gives Longhorn for 3. No good, just short. Ball tipped loose, recovered and rebounded by Hamilton, and the clock will reset. A cutting Williamson fouled on the shot. He'll go line and shoot 2. And that's the 4th team foul for Tennessee State here in less than 2 minutes in this second half.
Yeah, and Williams, that's his 3rd personal foul as well. So they currently, Tigers, 2 people on 3 personal fouls and 1 on 4. There's a chance here that the Rebels will be playing a shorthanded Tigers team real soon.
I mean, understandably so, head coach Nolan Smith in his first year as head coach and with this program at TSU. It's just one of those things you take a look at as a team. That's just a lack of discipline and a lack of good fundamentals here in the collegiate rankings.
Yeah, it feels like it's kind of that same lack of discipline shifted from program to program in this game. Right now, UNLV getting the better of the Tigers, but that free throw is not going to make it, and the Tigers rebound.
Isaac Williamson 0 for 2 on that trip to the line, missing both of them. So he's now 2 of 4 from the line here tonight. Some ball movement here for the Tigers. Harris off the screen to the left side, pulls it back. Nkrumah driving now. Jumper no good from the free throw line. Loose ball recovered. Jones rebounds, kicks it out. Nkrumah dishes it off, and Williams with the slam.
Yeah, and it's a great job just controlling the ball after it was loose. Tigers are able to find it, and now they pull themselves within 1. It's 36-35 with 17 minutes. It was 17 and a half minutes to go in the second.
Just over 2.5 minutes have gone here in this half. From behind, loose ball stolen by Harris. The go-ahead lead pass stolen by Brown. And just sloppy play here from both teams.
Yeah, Benarbi just was counting on a Rebels player to be back behind him on defense, and there's nobody there.
Benarbi driving up and under, no good. He thought on that last possession that Harris had cleared out. Harris did not clear out. He stole it this time. Benarbi in the same setup. Corner to 3, no good from Nkrumah. Benarbi thought he was able to get it, rushed the shot and missed it. But fortunately, UNLV is back on the offensive side. Hamilton now trying to drive, backing down a defender. Foul on the ground. It's going to go against Harper the second. That's his 2nd personal.
2nd personal foul, but Rebels will retain possession now. An opportunity to try and get and extend this lead again. And at one point they were up by 9 back in the first half, 29-20. And since then, it's been a 6-15 run for the Tigers.
5 fouls in 3 minutes and 15 seconds of play in the second half by the Tigers. UNLV has not picked up a foul yet. And a foul called again on the ground, this time Nkrumah. And that's going to be Nkrumah's 1st personal. This is just disgusting basketball.
This is really hard to watch right now. The fans in attendance, there's not much enthusiasm in the crowd. Right now, the UNLV Rebels, who are usually a high-flying offense, just can't seem to get anything going, and the Tigers have been sloppy on the defensive side of the ball.
I mean, that first half we had discussed in depth of how it was a track meet almost, and it's just been a lot of stoppage of play, just lack of discipline. Brown, corner 3, no good, short. Rebound to Nkrumah, and the Tigers in transition.
Opportunity to take the lead here as they push the ball up. They just need a basket.
Harris crossover, pull-up jumper, wet. What a shot from Harris, and they take the lead.
Yeah, the move on the ground to create the separation. I mean, he just floats it in, and the Tigers have a lead now in this game, 37-36.
That's their first lead since early in the first half. Floater no good. Green gets his rebound, puts it up, no good. Rebound by Jones.
Yeah, and right now Rebels just can't seem to get any offense going, and they're going to push it right back up into the corner for 3.
Splashes that one. Nkrumah from the corner and extends their lead to 4. The Tigers 40-36. 15:41 remaining here.
And before we head to the half, I mean, that last play, that's just great transition basketball. UNLV got caught in their own end. Maybe they thought that they were going to take a timeout. It almost looked like they weren't even trying to go after the basketball. And then it's Harris that cuts through the D, finds the open man in the corner, and that's all she wrote.
It's TSU's first and largest lead since 13:31 in the first half. More action on the other side here on Rebel Sports Net. A 9-0 run for the TSU Tigers in the last 3 minutes of play. And that's earned them their first lead since 13 minutes and 31 seconds in the first half, and their largest at 4. Score is currently 40-36 over UNLV. 15:41 remains here in the second half. Wyatt, Touchet, Donovan, Hicks here courtside at the Jack Jones Classic inside Lee's Family Forum. And they have finally been able to get out of their hole of fouling a lot and turning those fouls into points.
Yeah, and the Rebels had a 4-minute stretch in the first half, towards the end of that half, where they couldn't score. And right now, we're at 3 minutes and 18 seconds without a basket as well. They need to find some sort of chemistry on the offensive side of the ball.
So now Fleming Jr. down low to Stefan on the right block, double teamed. Has to give it up. Fleming Jr. pump fakes it, stolen. It was tipped up in the air, recovered by Williams. The Tigers in transition.
Both teams now have 11 turnovers.
And it's stolen this time, tipped by Jones, recovered by Green. UNLV returns the favor. Cunningham now at the top of the key, down low to the middle. Jones holding on to it. Jab steps, driving right, pump fakes, cuts back to the other side, fouled on the shot by Williams. And that'll be Williams' 4th personal foul, and multiple Tigers in foul trouble. And with that foul, it'll take us to a quick timeout break. 40-36, the Runnin' Rebels trail by 4 with just over 15 minutes to go here in the second half. You're listening to UNLV Runnin' Rebel basketball here on Rebel Sports Net. Aaron Nkrumah leading the way for the Tigers with 9 points, 4 of 12 from the field, 1 of 5 from deep. Not the most efficient night, but the leading scorer of the season so far for the Tigers has been able to lead the way for this squad as they have their largest lead of the game by 4, 40-36, with just almost 5 minutes ticked off the clock here in the second half.
And Wyatt, they also have their largest run right now, 9-0 over the last 3 minutes and 33 seconds. And as we keep going in this game right now, the Rebels have an opportunity to end that scoring drought.
And so the foul was called on Carlos Williams, so Tyron Jones will go to the line and shoot 2. He is 1 of 2 from the line tonight. That free throw hits the front, no good. He has struggled all season long at the line. And they still trail by 4.
I mean, he hit his first one tonight, and we thought maybe that would turn around in this game, but since then, just not able to find any success. And the second one is up and no good off the front of the rim.
I mean, shooting less than 50% on the season, 45.8 from the charity stripe has just not been accountable or reliable from the line in any stretch of the imagination. Less than 15 minutes to go here. TSU leads by 4. Harris for 3, no good. Rebound Fleming Jr.
Great job by Fleming there to box out, get that rebound, and now push the ball back up. Now it's Cunningham now cutting the net.
Cunningham, loose ball, picks it up, jumper, no good, just too strong. Tyron Jones tries to throw it down. Loose ball now. Who's going to get it? Bodies hit the floor. A timeout has been called by Passner, but they're going to say it's a jump ball. UNLV never had possession. And so the arrow favors TSU, and the Tigers will have possession.
Yeah, Josh Passner trying to complain that, there was possession, but from where we're sitting, couldn't really see it on the replay. You can clearly see that ball's rolling around.
So now the Tigers with a 4-point lead with just over 5 minutes have played here in the second half. Harris driving, kick out. London down low to Jones, guarded by Steffen. Jumper from 5 feet out, no good. Rebound Jones.
Jones uses that length there to be able to get up and get that rebound. Now he pushes it up quickly.
Tyron gives it up. Steffen with the slam, cuts the lead to 2.
And Steffen, that's where he has to thrive. That's where he thrived last game against Stanford, is right in the paint. They just haven't been able to give him the ball tonight.
Only his 4th point scored here, but he can erupt at any moment, and the second half will be the time to do so. Jones answers right back to Steffen in his face, utilizing his body.
Yeah, the Tigers aren't slowing down. The Rebels need to find some momentum here off the back of that last basket.
Fleming Jr. spinning, pump fake, steps through, passes, gives it up. Jones above the arc on the right side. He's going to drive, loses his dribble, picks it up. Cunningham now switched on is Nkrumah. Pulls it back, 8 to work. Driving, not going anywhere. Al Green has something to do with it. Shoots it up. It's going to be short. Airballs it. And rebound there by London.
No chance for Emmanuel Steffen to grab that rebound as there was an air ball way off to the side. Now the Tigers look to get and add to their score.
And a turnover there. Jones in transition. Full steam ahead. Lays it up and in. Cuts it back to a 2-point game. They trail 42-40.
Yeah, Tyron Jones again using his length to create that turnover. And right now, this is when Tyron Jones can start to heat up. Baskets and assists coming quickly, and now Nas Cunningham creates a turnover.
And the Rebels with another stolen pass here, getting in the lane, doing a good job defensively in the last few minutes. 12.5 minutes remain in the second half, and another foul call on the Tigers. It's on the ground against Harris. That's his first personal of the game, team's 8th.
And right now, I think over on the Tigers bench, they're just happy that somebody fouled that wasn't in foul trouble, only his first of the night. But the Tigers have actually slowed down the amount of fouls they have been taking as this second half has gone along.
So a 1-and-1 opportunity for Fleming Jr. Travis Harper II comes in for Nkrumah. So far tonight, Fleming Jr. only 0 for 1 from the line. His second trip here, the 1-and-1 opportunity. He misses it, so he's 0 for 2 from the free throw line. 42-40, the Tigers lead by 2. Just under 12.5 minutes remain in the second half. Harper pump fakes, driving. Loose ball ripped away by Steffen, and UNLV has the ball.
And the defense starting to find its rhythm here again, now trying to create some offense.
The lob, the slam. Al Green to Tyron Jones. We have flight here inside the Lee's Family Forum.
We just talked about it's an opportunity for him to get hot, and the Tigers are going to know that. They're going to take a timeout. But a huge play there from Tyron Jones, and that gets the UNLV bench going.
The Tigers need a timeout. Tied at 42. 12:02 remaining in the second half. You're listening to UNLV Runnin' Rebels basketball here on Rebel Sports Net. Welcome back to the Jack Jones Classic here inside Lee's Family Forum. Tied ball game at 42 apiece. 12:02 remains here in the second half. Here courtside, Wyatt, Touchet, and Donovan Hicks here on Rebel Sports Net. We're live inside the Lee's Family Forum, and it's been an action-packed second half. A little slow start, but things have picked up, and it's going to be a dogfight for the rest of this half as it looks so far. Donovan.
The Tigers came out on fire into the second half. They carried that momentum, but UNLV's defense is shored up. They've brought this game back to even at 42 apiece, and Tyron Jones is finding his stride.
And we're seeing that 1-3-1 defense for the first time tonight. London from deep. No good. Air ball there. Rebound by Harper the second, and he gets hit in the eye by Stefan, and so that will be Stefan's second personal.
Yeah, and it looked like Stefan actually put his hands behind his back, but they said that he pushed him out of bounds. So the foul goes against Stefan with 11:48 to go.
So the shot clock will reset to 20 seconds. 11:48 remain. Ball poked out by Fleming Jr. on the inbound pass, and he'll stay here with Tennessee State. Just under 12 minutes to go here. Inbound pass successful to London, guarded by Green. Gives it up. Now gets it right back. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Harris has to make something work, guarded by Jones. Crossing over, driving, kick out, London, pump fake, pull-up jumper, left elbow, it's good.
Yeah, just great ball movement there, especially below the net, able to get that ball back out for a clean look at 2 points. It's 44-42.
Al Green's pass to Tyron Jones is tipped out of bounds by Lorick III, who's in big foul trouble right now with 4. One more, and he fouls out of this game.
And he was originally matched up with Kamani Hamilton, but with Hamilton not in this game, it seems like he's played a lesser role in this defense.
Isaac Williamson comes in, and Nos Cunningham will sub out. On the court for UNLV, Fleming Jr., Jones, Green, Williamson, and Stefan. Fleming Jr. gets the inbound to Jones. On the court for the Tigers, Harper the second, London, Harris, Lorick the third, and Kavion Jones. Howie Fleming Jr. fouled off the screen from Jones, and that'll be Jones's third personal.
Third personal foul, but still another foul going against them, Wyatt. And right now they can't afford to have more people get into foul trouble.
And so now, in a one-on-one opportunity, TSU has 9 team fouls as Spikes checks into the game. Coming in for Harris. Fleming Jr. will have an opportunity to redeem himself after missing 2 free throws earlier in this game.
As Harris checks out now, there's only one person on the court for the Tigers without at least 2 fouls.
And so Fleming Jr. makes that free throw. The first points of the game.
First points of the game for Fleming. He's looking to make it 2 and tie this game up with 11:08 remaining.
Score is 44-44. 11:08 remains here in the second half.
And the crowd erupting right now for the Rebels.
And so Rebel Nation coming to life here in the second half. Ball movement, Javion Spikes over to Khalil London, guarded by Williamson. Hits the middle. And thrown away, Williamson with the steal. In transition, fouled by Spikes, who is reaching for it. Lorick III with the turnover. And Williamson will go line and shoot 2 as UNLV is in the double bonus.
Yeah, one of the few remaining players on that Tigers bench that didn't currently have a personal foul, but that changes now. And it was probably a smart foul because Williamson was going straight to the net. And whether he chose to take it himself or pass it off to Tyron Jones, it would have been a guaranteed points for the Runnin' Rebels.
Williamson 2 of 4 from the line tonight. Makes the first. And Rebel Nation starting to make their presence known here inside the Lee's Family Forum, especially when UNLV needs it most here, about the halfway point in the second half.
Yeah, the second 5-minute stretch of this half, it seems as if the Rebels have just turned the defense around. The crowd's getting into it. They're making their free throws. They need to hold this for the rest of this 10 minutes and 44 seconds.
Williamson capitalizes on both free throws. Now 4 of 6 from the line, just 66.7%. The team is shooting 16 of 28, only 57, and that's been a huge focal point they're going to need down the stretch. 57% is not cutting it for this team. Tied after a bucket for the Tigers. Fleming Jr. down low, kicks it out. Jones on the right corner. Not a shot, looking to give it up. He's going to back down Lorick the third. Skips it over, Green in the corner, and he steps out of bounds. And it'll be Tigers ball. Kamani Hamilton, Trey Gibbs Longhorn checking into the game. And Al Green and Emmanuel Steffen coming out.
Yeah, it was a unique pass there by Tyron Jones to get into the corner. I'm not sure Al Green expected that ball to come to him, which led to the turnover. He was right at the edge of that corner.
Tied at 46, just about the halfway point here. 10 minutes ago in the second half. And it's going to come down to who wants it more down the stretch. Minimizes the mistakes. Missed shot there. Lorick the third gets his rebound. Fouled on the putback. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
Yeah, it looks like it was on Williamson there. Tried to rip the ball out on the rebound, but they're going to get him, and yes, it will. It was nice defense there from Tyron Jones in deep. He's able to just cause some pressure on the Tennessee State offense, and now they're going to head back to the line, but the line has not been friendly to them tonight, Wyatt. 3 for 9.
Lorick, his first trip to the free throw line, misses that one. The foul's called on Williamson. That's his third personal, second team. Bernarby checks in for Tyron Jones. And as we take a Lorick this season from the free throw line, shooting 70.6%, but misses the first one there. And a tightly contested game. It's tied at 46 as it stands. He splits this, so he makes the second one. 9:52 remaining. The Tigers with a 1-point lead.
Now the Rebels will push this ball back up the court. They're looking to try and create a little separation, retake the lead, and it's Williamson at the top of the key.
Fleming Jr. pump fake, rips through, gives it up. Hamilton on the right elbow, gives it back to Fleming Jr. Down low, Bernarby, left baseline, spinning, gives it up. Hamilton loses it, goes up, blocked out of bounds. And UNLV will retain possession with just 6 seconds on the shot clock.
And that was Lorick on the defense of Kamani Hamilton, where he struggled tonight. He thought that whistle blow meant that his night was over. Instead, no foul called, and the Rebels retain possession.
Fleming Jr. the inbound pass to Williamson. He has 5 seconds to make something happen. One leg fader, in and out, no good. Rebound, Bernarby misses that one just short. Blocked, but no. Physical contact has been made, and a foul called on TSU. It's going to go against Lorick the third, and that's his 5th personal, so he is fouled out of this game.
Yeah, he just could not find any sort of way to guard Kamani Hamilton. Kamani Hamilton, he was doing something that wasn't registering with that defense.
Great hustle there from UNLV's offense with the shot clock going down. The best shot that Williamson could get was that Dirk fadeaway, was able to reset it by hitting the rim, and Bernarby working on the glass and being able to get a second chance opportunity. That was his 6th rebound of this game. So as Lorick comes out, checking into the game, and on the court for the Tigers, Petrie, Harper the second, London, Spikes, and Williams. For the Runnin' Rebels, Gibbs, Longhorn, Hamilton, Fleming Jr., Bernarby, and Williamson. Runnin' Rebels trail by 1. Bernarby puts that one down, and he's now 2 of 3 from the line tonight.
Yeah, the Rebels are making the most of their free throw attempts here in this second half, and Bernarby looking to go 2 for 2, continue that trend. And it's up, and it is no good. Instead, the Tigers take the ball back over, tie game, 47-47, 9:15 to go.
It's now in the corner, the 3, no good, it's short. Rebound Hamilton, Runnin' Rebels are running here. Almost carried it, pump fake, tries to give it up, kicks it out. Gibbs Longhorn loses it on the shot attempt, stolen by Spikes. And now the Tigers with possession. London driving, kick out. Harper. Now it's Spikes on the left side. Williams to Harper. Harper guarded by Fleming Jr., and he's bailed out on an on-ball foul. And the shot clock will reset to 20. That's Fleming Jr.'s 2nd personal.
I mean, there was a lot that just happened there, Wyatt, but most importantly, on the other end of the court. It's Trey Gibbs Longhorn. He had an open 3 look, but as he goes to put up the shot, he just loses it. And instead that leads to a Tiger opportunity to retake the lead, and they still have the ball.
Tied at 47, less than 9 minutes to go here in the half. Hamilton guarding London. London gives it up. Williams for 3. No good off the front. Rebound by Williamson. Still tied at 47. UNLV with the opportunity to take the lead right here. The double team kicks it out. Hamilton, one more pass. Fleming Jr., right wing 3. Splash!
He made the extra pass. He finds Fleming. And just like that, the Rebels up by 3. The momentum has shifted here inside of Lee's Family Forum.
50-47. Just 8 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in this ball game. Spikes spinning, driving, gives it up. Petrie kicks it out. Harper the second, guarded by Fleming Jr. 10 seconds to work. London takes the screen from Williams, trying to go right. Double teams. Williams over Benarby. No good. Misses. Rebound Benarby. UNLV leads by 3 on the last possession. Fleming Jr. made his first 3 this game. And Rebel chants are erupting here inside the Forum. Kamani Hamilton driving on the right baseline. The double team comes. Gives it up. Benarby up and under. Stuffs himself under the rim. And the Tigers with the rebound.
Yeah, and it looks like Benarby a little ginger on that injured leg after that play. And now there's going to be a timeout called here. And we will take a quick break.
Referee blows the whistle. It's a foul called on the ground on Isaac Williamson. That's his 4th personal foul. And he is in massive foul trouble here. So we're going to step aside after that foul call. The Runnin' Rebels lead by 3, 50-47 here from the Forum. 7:22 remains in this ballgame. Welcome back inside Lee's Family Forum for the Jack Jones Classic. The matchup here between UNLV and TSU. The Runnin' Rebels lead by 3, 50-47. 7:22 remains here courtside. Wyatt, Touchet, and Donovan Hicks. Fouls have been the epitome of how TSU has been trailing in this game. The first half, the Runnin' Rebels have been able to make the free throws. Now down the stretch, they have just struggled, only shooting 57% from the line here in this game.
Yeah, not only fouls, turnovers too. Tennessee State, as they put one up and in to bring themselves within 1, 50-49, have 16 turnovers on the night.
So now that right hook jumper from Williams cuts it to 1, 50-49. Just 7 minutes to go in this game. Steffen passes it over. Williamson, one more. Gibbs Longhorn going to drive, taking flight through the contact and in.
No foul called there. Looked like Longhorn wanted one. Doesn't get it, but it does the job all the same. Back up by 3 are the Rebels.
On the court for UNLV, Gibbs Longhorn, Hamilton, Fleming Jr., Williamson, and Steffen. For the Tigers, Petrie, Harper the second, Harris, Williams, and Nkrumah. Down low, Williams working over Steffen. No good. Ball back to Williams. And now a second chance opportunity as the shot clock resets.
6:24 here to go in this game.
The lob broken up by Stephen. Risky pass does not pay off. Williamson to Gibbs Longhorn, but Gibbs Longhorn steps out of bounds, and a turnover there for UNLV.
Yeah, tried to avoid the swipe of the Tennessee State defender. That's number 12, Williams. Instead, the ball goes back to the Tigers.
Pastner thought about potentially reviewing or bringing someone in, and he does bring in Al Green, who subbed in for Dre Gibbs Longhorn, who needs a rest here. You can see the fatigue with this team here just a little bit. And it's been very evident through the misses in the free throw line. UNLV leads by 3, 52-49. Just under 6 minutes and 10 seconds to go here in this ball game. The 1-3-1's back. Harris, pump fakes, driving, blowing by, passes it up. Williams, one-hander, it's good.
One-hander to bring the Tigers back within one again. It's 52-51, and Isaac Williamson controlling the ball for the Rebels up court. 2 defenders on him.
The double team gets it away. Skip pass, Hamilton now left side, driving, almost falls, regains his balance, and regains a 3-point lead.
Yeah, a huge basket for Kamani Hamilton. It's his second basket, but 7 points now tonight.
54-51, less than 5.5 to go. Nkrumah to Williams. Williams to Harper the second. He pulls up, 10-foot jumper, right baseline. It's all net.
And now both these teams trading baskets. The defense had dominated this game on both sides for so long. There's a little bit more open space out on the floor.
Williamson trying to cook, spinning on the right side, hooks through, shot up and in. It's a 3-point lead now, 56-53, less than 5 to go. Harris over to Harper. Harper back to Harris. He drives, has a step over Stephen, no good. He hits the deck. Loose ball, and a foul is called on the ground against UNLV. That'll be the team's 5th and Stephen's 3rd personal.
A 3rd personal foul there. He went up to get the block. No foul on the first try, but as he went for the second block, he makes some contact, and now Petrie going to the line.
And so a quick timeout on the court by UNLV. A quick 30-second timeout, so we're going to step aside. Don't go anywhere here from Lee's Family Forum. Thanks for sticking with us here on Rebel Sports Net. You're listening to UNLV Runnin' Rebel Basketball here from Lee's Family Forum. It's the Jack Jones Classic, and UNLV has a 3-point lead, 56-53 over the Tennessee State Tigers. 4:44 remains in this ball game. Donovan, it's going to come down to the stretch. Both teams are exchanging blows, and it's going to be who has the ball last potentially. Three-pointer, it's good, ties the ball game. And it's Harper the second in the left corner.
And the first three-pointer for either team in over 5 minutes, and this one's a big one. We are now tied at 56.
On the court for UNLV, Hamilton, Fleming Jr., Green, Williamson, and Steffen. And for the Tigers, Petrie, Harper the second, Harris, Williams, and Nkrumah. 10 seconds to work. Hamilton over to Williamson on the right wing. Above the arc, is dribbling it out. Hamilton, one more pass. Fleming Jr. driving, 2 seconds. He gets the shot up, hits the rim, and falls in. What a miraculous make.
It was a great shot. I mean, off of one leg, he able to put it up, and I mean, he just gets a favorable bounce off the iron. It trickles in, and the Rebels have a 2-point lead.
UNLV has made their last 4 field goal attempts here in the last several minutes. 58-56, they lead by 2. Harris, jab steps. The 1-3-1 from UNLV's defense. Down low, finds Petrie, up and in, ties it up again.
Kamani Hamilton went up, realized he wasn't going to be able to make any play on it. Smartly puts his hands up Doesn't take the foul. We're back to a tie game with 3:30 left.
Tied at 58, UNLV with possession. Fleming Jr. to Hamilton in the middle at the nail. Kicks it back out. Fleming Jr. doesn't get the three. Spinning. And a blocking foul is called against TSU's Harris. That'll be Harris's second personal, and that's the team's 12th. And with that, and a timeout is on the floor, tied at 58. When we come back, 2 free throws will be awarded to UNLV. And now with that turnover from Al Green, the ball slips through his hands. The stout defense of TSU has this game tied at 60. Coach Smith takes a timeout. 50 seconds remain, Donovan. What's the message in that huddle with TSU?
TSU, it's just play the same defense that you've played for the last 10 minutes. Make pressure on the UNLV offense to make sure you clog up the passing lanes and try and create a turnover. If they're able to create another turnover, they are able to seal this game away.
As we take a look at what both teams have, UNLV with 2 timeouts, Tennessee State with 1. Tennessee State has 12 team fouls, UNLV with only 5. So if TSU fouls somehow, UNLV will get 2 free throws awarded to them. That's been a struggle all game long for the Tigers.
And now, as the two teams get ready to start battling out again, TSU, a basket to take the lead. That's what's important.
Taking a look at the upcoming schedule just briefly. For UNLV, they start conference play on the 20th against Fresno State. The start of a 3-game home stretch against Fresno State, La Sierra University, and Air Force. Less than 50 seconds to go. The Tigers with the ball. Harris guarded by Gibbs Lawhorn. Gets the screen to the right side. No switch. Driving. Deep. Double team. Kick out. Nkrumah. The floater is good. They have the lead. 62-60. 1 second remains between shot and game clock. 25 seconds remain in this ball game. Gibbs Longhorn has to make something happen. Whistle's blown and a timeout called by Josh Passner. And it's an opportunity for them to take a breath and draw up something they want.
100%. And TSU on that last possession, it's just unselfish basketball. Great passing down low to the perimeter, back down low, and it's a floater that's able to go. And it's just a nice move that's able to be put on Howie Fleming Jr. Anybody would want that one back. He bid on a nice move there. Basketball between the legs into the open space. And UNLV needs a basket now.
Nkrumah gives the Tigers their first lead since about the midway mark here in this second half. A majority of this game, the Runnin' Rebels have led this game for over 26 minutes of play to the Tigers only 5 minutes and 21 seconds. And it's up to UNLV here on these offensive drive to be able to tie this game up at potentially 62 or take a lead with a three-pointer.
Yeah, you mentioned UNLV's time that they've led in this game. The only problem is, Wyatt, they've had almost 10 minutes of time where they haven't scored a basket. Another 3-minute drought that we're approaching right now. They had a 4-minute drought to close out the first half and a 3-minute drought to start the second half.
If you're Coach Passner, who's the guy you're going to in this moment?
Oh, you have to trust Dre Gibbs Lawhorn to take the ball and make the play. Whether that's him dishing it off to find an open man or taking it to the rim, he's your most consistent player, and he probably has the best ball handling skills on the team.
Gibbs Lawhorn, 13 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 4 turnovers, but also 2 blocks and 2 steals on the defensive end. Can the Runnin' Rebels tie this game up? 22.4 seconds remain, 2 seconds between shot and game clock. They trail by 2. TSU 62, UNLV 60. Fleming Jr. with the inbound. Gets it into Gibbs Lawhorn, guarded by Harris. At the top of the key. Dribbling this out, waiting for the screen from Steffen. Unable to get anywhere. Hits the deck, loose ball. Nkrumah in transition, pulling up and under, no good. Foul called on the ground.
And right now, the Rebels, after that turnover, they need the Tigers to at least miss one.
And the foul's called on Emmanuel Steffen. That's his 4th personal, team 6.
And at that point, it doesn't matter about personal fouls. Now you need to get people who can shoot the 3 out on the floor. And you also need to hope right now that the Tigers miss 1 free throw if you're the Rebels and Josh Passner.
And the referees were conferring for just a moment if that was a shooting foul or not, and it is. Nkrumah, first trip to the line tonight. His first free throw, no good. He shot 75.5% from the free throw line this season and is the leading scorer. And in the most precious moments, he misses the first free throw.
And that's 4 for 12 on the night for the Tigers. The second one coming up.
Second free throw up and in. So a 3-point lead, 63-60. UNLV trails, 7.5 seconds. Last second shot. Hamilton, left side, pulls up just to the right, airballs it, and the Tigers survive in Las Vegas. What an upset for TSU, coming on the road out on neutral site at the Jack Jones Classic, trailing for a majority of this game and able to pull it out, losing by as much as 9, and they win this one 63-60 over UNLV.
I mean, we just have to look back at this game. That interesting choice to have Kamani Hamilton put up the 3. It wasn't close. He had a little bit more time than I think he thought he did. The Rebels, we talked about a key to the winning this game is the 3-point shots, and they shoot 3 for 15 from beyond the arc, including a couple of bad shot selections throughout this game. That leads to the Rebels' loss.
One of the stats that stand out right now are the second chance points that the Tigers had. They outscored UNLV 16-7 in second chance point opportunities, and that hugely contributed to this game and this 3-point win at the Jack Jones Classic here in the entertainment capital of the world. What an exciting show down the stretch between these two teams.
100%, Wyatt. And I mean, another stat that jumps off the page is turnovers. Both teams had 18, but you mentioned the second chance points, and then the Tigers just made the most of their opportunities, and there's not a lot of games, no matter who you're playing, that you can go 10 minutes of play without scoring and come out on top of the victory.
And a guy like Emmanuel Steffen coming back into the lineup against Stanford comes into tonight, only has 4 points, 2 of 3 from the field, and the Tigers able to outlast UNLV, especially in the paint, outscoring UNLV 40-32 for points in the paint. And just a good performance down the stretch from TSU when it mattered most. Head coach Nolan Smith rallied this group together to get the job done and get their win.
I mean, you mentioned Emmanuel Steffen, 4 points, 2 for 3 from the field. They just weren't able to give him the ball. And another stat, I'm just looking at it here, there wasn't a lot of great defense play today by either side. But when Trey Gibbs-Lawhorn is leading the team in blocks, that's a problem, especially when you have so much size down low below the basket.
And the two leading scorers tonight for the Tigers, both with 12 points, Travis Harper II and Aaron Nkrumah, both had an exceptional performance down the stretch. Nkrumah with the game-winning floater and free throws to sink it and put this one away. The Tennessee State Tigers elevate to 6-4, and the Runnin' Rebels drop to 4-6. From all of us here on Rebel Sports Net, we are signing off from the Lee's Family Forum and the Jack Jones Classic. Thank you so much for tuning in. Wyatt Touchet and Donovan Hicks. So long, have a good one, and see you later, folks.